think it's important to note each one of these gentlemen that are being inducted tonight have contributed so many things to the league in their own special way. Um, Part of being a Hall of Famer is not only your playing ability, but your ability to provide community service. And these 7 guys have done it all. Now, Ernie Hook, come on up. Mr. Rick Salmeri is going to introduce Ernie Hook.
So we're going to go back in the Wayback Machine for just a minute. So back in '97, I joined a team called the Boys of Summer in the City League in Sacramento. You guys might remember that league. They played in Doc Oliver. There you go, Huey. So I joined the team. I didn't know anybody on the team. So afterwards, after the game, we're sitting around, and I'm just listening to everybody talk. And Ernie, never shuts up. He mentioned that he worked down at the Florin Mall. Well, his office was down there, but I didn't know that. I thought he was like I never told you this. I thought he was like worked for Sears or something in the appliance department. Didn't know he was a doctor. But he tells me he's a doctor. And I said, what podiatrist? No, you're not a real doctor. Come on. You're just from the ankle down. So anyway, we became good friends, and we played in the Boys of Summer, and then morphed into the Tigers, the 40 and over, with Fred Creel, and played together about 10 years. And Ernie left after we won the championship. We decided to leave, him and Bandero. Junkston. Thank you, Kenny, for leaving that. So as time goes on, every time someone needs a catcher, he thinks of me. So I went to the Cardinals, the A's, Auburn Braves won the pitched for the Auburn Braves down in Arizona one time because of Ernie. He got me down there. So anyway, we became good friends, and our families are good friends together. We vacation together. Robbie, his wife, and his kids are about my same age, and we've had a good time for the last 27 years. So anyway, I thought he'd be here a lot sooner, to be honest. So there was a guy you may have heard of. His name is Phil Gelhaus. Phil Gelhaus. He couldn't make it today, so he asked me to say a few things on Ernie's behalf. Okay, let's see. He starts out with, Ernie, just know you are also happy for your induction in the Hall of Fame. You're such a great friend. You have been touched by this game of baseball in so many ways. Baseball is life. I truly consider you a trusted friend, confidant, and teammate in life. Congratulations, my friend. There's no crying in baseball, or maybe this Saturday, maybe okay. With all the love from the Gelhaus and Johnson's family, congratulations, Ernie. So here we go. Mr. Ernie Hook.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rick the Squid Salmeri. Calamari, Salmeri, kind of rhymes, Squid, that's his nickname. So Ricky came out way back in the Boys of Summer days. Sundays, it's 110 degrees. And first time he came out, he's wearing sweatpants, some kind of shirt, and something else. And I said, if you're going to play with us, man, you got to kind of not wear the sweatpants. It's only 110 degrees out here. But he was a stud, and he played with us the whole time. No baseball pants. But thank you, Squid. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of good years with everybody here. I'm looking out, and I see all the faces in the crowd and guys I played with and again. And sometimes, most of the time, it's great out in the parking lot and having a beer with y'all. So I want to thank Ricky and his wife, Nurse Vicky. She's back there. She actually came out here. Don't see her too much. Probably seen her about as much as I've ever seen my lovely wife at games through the last 29 years. but that's okay. She allows me to play, and thank you, Robbie, and my family, Sean and Katie. My little grandson there is talking baseball, baseball, baseball. Lori, my in-law, and Katie. Nurse Katie there, she's here, and she's not feeling good. She got stung by a bee the last couple of days, got a hand that's swollen up like a football, but she's here. My daughter Jamie and her two little girls, they weren't feeling good, the little girls, so they're not here. But Josh, I don't know if anybody, most of you guys know who Josh is. He's our 26-year-old, and he's actually a SMSBL player. He plays on the Angles with Andrew Bullock on the Sundays. They're 18 and up. You said the Angles? That's because the guy that made their uniform didn't write Angels correctly. So they've kept Angles all these years. So Josh is off. He's a fireman paramedic, Sac City right now, and he couldn't make it. He's on a 3-day deployment. Station 43. He really wanted to be here, but you know, it's work, and that's the way it goes. He'll be heading off, hopefully, to nursing school and PA school in January, following the footsteps of Nurse Vicky and Katie. Good ball player, so he'll be in the MSBL here long after we're gone. And when those trees out there that have finally been planted, which I appreciate, for the hitter's eye, they'll be tall when he's probably in his 29th year also. With that being said, I want to say thank you very much to Jim and Alan and the board, the past board, the current board, and the future board, whoever's that going to be. The board members, and I'll obviously thank my family already here, but the coaches that I've had, Fred Creel, I was hoping he would be here, but he couldn't make it way back in '95. Jim Rice with the Magic, and then the famed Javier Campos. Some of you might remember Javier. Good times with the Giants and JB. But also we got Derek Bullock with the Cardinals all those years, and Mike Pankow, and I've only probably met one or two of his girlfriends, and the most recent one, she's a sweetheart. Pankow makes it in the speech again. And then there's our departed friends. My very good friend Dale Hall, Josh and I, he was real special to Josh and I. We miss him, and a guy named Ken Papini way back in the 90s, 98s with the Magic. He's a real nice fellow. And there's other gentlemen that have passed away also. So a moment of thought for them. Then when it comes to that, I want to thank the grounds crew. We've got 3 great guys that are doing the work out here. I work at Folsom High School on the field, and I know how dang hard it is. It's like a golf course to keep it up. So I appreciate the grounds crew. And then again, there's the umpires who aren't paying attention back there. I don't think they ever pay attention. No, I'm kidding. I just tell them to look through the bars, not at them. Anyways, thank you very much for all your years of putting up with our stuff. I try not to give them too much crap, but sometimes, you know, the ball's like 8-10 inches outside, and you got to be kidding me. All right, we're good. So I'm not gonna continue on and bore you, because my speech was about 34 minutes long, but I'm gonna cut it down now and go back to my childhood and all that, except for when my grandma and my mom used to give me silver dollars every time I'd hit a home run. I was 7 years old, 8 years old. Still have that stack of silver dollars. Steve's probably got a whole bunch of silver dollars back there, eh, Welch? So there's some pretty great people here, and we are all blessed. My life's been blessed. Everybody here's been blessed with their family and the ability to do what you want to do, and a love of a game that you have. And it's just a game, win or lose, it's still great. So at this particular time, I'm going to do a little paraphrase quote from FDR. You remember who he was? Franklin Roosevelt? Vaguely, huh? Ricky, when Prohibition ended, FDR said, "I think it's a good time to have a beer. Thank you very much. I'm going to go have a beer."